Now we are going to do the reading. As you can see in the reading, there are two pictures. In the first picture, this is in black and white. This is an old picture. Here is John Lennon. Look at his glasses. They are very characteristic. And his wife, Yoko Ono. Maybe you don't know, but John Lennon was killed. So here, this picture's a more recent picture of Yoko Ono. She is older in this picture than in this picture. And here Yoko Ono is a widow. And here she is pointing, oh no, she's not pointing, she has the victory sign at the Liverpool John Lennon Airport. So we have, in Liverpool, there is an airport, and the name is John Lennon. And here we have a typical face of John Lennon. Very characteristic is his hair, but he had long hair, short hair, it changed. But his glasses were almost always the same, and this is sort of a typical face of John Lennon. The title of the article is Who Wrote Imagine? Imagine is a very famous song that you have heard many, many, many times. We are going to read the text, and after we read the text, we need to decide which of these sentences are true and which are false. Let's read them first. Imagine was a hit 3 times. Yoko Ono helped write Imagine. Ono, Yoko Ono, wrote poems for John Lennon. Lennon never said that Yoko helped him with the song. Imagine was written in 2 places. John Lennon opened the new Liverpool airport. Ready? So we start reading. Who wrote Imagine? Imagine, John Lennon's most famous song, was recently voted Britain's favorite song of all time. It is an idealistic song about peace and the hope for a better world. Imagine all the people living life in peace. The song was a big hit in 1971 and again in 1980 after Lennon was murdered in New York. It became a hit for a 3rd time after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2011. But who really wrote the song? Until recently, the answer to this question was always John Lennon. But on a TV program this week, Lennon's wife, Yoko Ono, spoke for the first time about how she, in fact, helped write the song. Ono said that the idea and inspiration for Imagine came from some of her poems that John Lennon was reading at the time. The poems began with the word imagine. Imagine a raindrop. Imagine a goldfish, Ono said. When I was a child in Japan during the Second World War, my brother and I were terribly hungry. I imagined delicious menus for him, and he began to smile. If you think something is impossible, you can imagine it and make it happen. In an interview just before he died, Lennon admitted that Yoko deserved credit for Imagine. He said, a lot of it, the lyrics and the concept, came from her book of poems, Imagine This, Imagine That. Lennon said that he was too macho to share the credit with her at the time. Ono said that part of the song was written when they were flying across the Atlantic, and the rest was written on the piano in their bedroom at their home in England. Ono said, the song speaks about John's dreams for the world. It was something he really wanted to say. Imagine became a popular song for peace activists everywhere. In March 2002, the airport in his hometown of Liverpool was renamed John Lennon Airport. A sign above the main entrance has a line from Imagine. Above us, only sky. Stop the video here and answer true or false to the questions. Are you ready to check your answers? Imagine was a hit 3 times is true. Yoko Ono helped write Imagine is true. Ono wrote poems for John Lennon is false. She wrote them for her brother during the Second World War. Lennon never said that Yoko helped him with the song is false, because first he didn't say it, but then he admitted that he was too macho at the time to share the credit. But he did say that. Imagine was written in 2 places is true. And John Lennon opened the new Liverpool airport is false. It was only renamed. In the next section, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sentences from the text, or ideas from the text. But they are not in the right order. The first one is already done for you. So the first one is Yoko Ono helped her little brother. Now you need to reorder the other 7 sentences in chronological order. Okay, stop the video here because afterwards you will have the answer. I find this activity a little bit difficult, so I'm going to help you a little bit. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 sentences, and we need to put them in order. Before we put them all in order, let's try to classify them in before Lennon's death and after Lennon's death. And that happened in 1980. So this is before 1980 and this is after 1980. John Lennon read Ono's poems. Well, he had to be alive, so that was before he died. John Lennon wrote Imagine. Well, that was before he died. I'm not saying that this is before this. I'm just classifying, okay? Yoko Ono helped her little brother. Yoko Ono helped her little brother during the Second World War. That was before 1980. John Lennon spoke about the song in an interview. Well, if he spoke, he was alive, so that was before he died. Liverpool Airport was renamed John Lennon Airport. The text says this happened in 2002, so that was after he died. Yoko Ono spoke about the song on a TV program. If you read the text, it says that the interview was a week or 2 weeks ago, so that was after 1980. The song became a hit again after Lennon died. Well, if he died, he was dead, so it was after his death. And the song became popular again after September 11, 2001. 2001 is after 1980, so Lennon was dead. Okay, now I leave it to you to organize the things that happened before Lennon's death and the things that happened after Lennon's death. Okay? Ready to check? Yoko Ono helped her little brother. John Lennon read Ono's poems. John Lennon wrote Imagine. John Lennon spoke about the song in an interview. The song became a hit after Lennon died. The song became popular after September 11, 2001. Liverpool Airport was renamed John Lennon Airport. And Yoko Ono spoke about the song on a TV program. This is the end of your self-study guide for 2C.